Welcome back to the channel and a nice sunny day. Figured it would be a good time just to make a walk around video of the car. I've had a lot of people message me and ask where I'd purchased various parts from, so I figured why not just make a walk around video and kind of go over things and tell you how I like them and how much I paid. So we'll start off with the exterior and we will start off at the front. So the front of the car, as you can see, kind of the first thing that sticks out is the grille. So this is a GTR style grille, which I purchased from eBay. And the emblem is actually the original chrome emblem, which I just switched that over. And I decided not to put that AMG emblem that's just there. I decided to leave that off. I kind of prefer it without. And then the front lip is actually from Maxton Designs. This was imported from Europe, and I paired it up with the three-piece Mercedes black trim here, because originally it was silver on that lower lip, and so I just ordered the 3 gloss black pieces from the Mercedes Nightline package. And yeah, I think it complements really nicely because the two sandwiched together really closely, so it just gives you a really deep gloss black front lip, which I think looks nice. So that's the front. Obviously this car was optioned with the adaptive LED headlights, which I think look so much nicer than the halogens, so much nicer. And obviously from the side profile, the biggest visual change is the wheels. So I did make a dedicated video on these wheels. For anyone who's new to the channel, definitely go check that video out. These are VS forged 19-inch wheels. I had these custom made for the car. They were about a 5-month build time. So they are a true forged wheel, machined from a single billet of T6061 aluminum. They are very lightweight, and they are paired up with some Michelin Pilot 4S tires. And the brake calipers, you'll notice these are not the original silver finish. I had these professionally spray painted in the gloss red with the AMG emblems on them, and I had that done about 18 months ago, and honestly it still looks as good as the day that I picked it up. The paint has held up fantastically, just with regular car washing and getting in there and cleaning it with a little brush so that none of the brake dust gets jammed on there. So that's the wheel and tire setup. And then it's a little bit difficult to see because the shadowing from the sun is kind of casting over them, but I do have the gloss black Maxton Designs side skirts, and these are from the same kit as the front lip. You can kind of see it finishes just about, I don't know, maybe about a ½ an inch outside of the lower side skirt there. And I did add a little AMG emblem just there at the back, just to add a little bit of a touch to it rather than it being just plain flat the whole way through. Same deal at the back, calipers with the AMG emblem on them too. And so this car has the factory panoramic roof, which looks gloss black, which is perfect because I would have probably had it wrapped anyway. And it does have the factory gloss black window trims and side view mirrors. Since the last video, I have actually changed something. I changed the rear spoiler. So it's almost identical to the gloss black one that I'd fitted, only this one is actually from Darwen Pro. A lot of you guys will be familiar with that company. They do a lot of high-end, Lambos, GTRs, a lot of the more expensive cars, but they also cater to Mercedes. And this is their version of the Rentex style spoiler. And it's actually a little bit bigger than the one that I had. It's probably about an inch kind of wider here, and probably about an inch wider on each side. And very happy with it as far as the finish goes. Carbon fiber is definitely a bit of a hit and miss kind of thing with the aftermarket stuff, but it finishes in nice and tight. Did take a little bit of effort to get it to sit the way that I wanted it to, because this trunk edge actually kind of, instead of it being flat, it kind of curves downward. So it kind of goes like this in like a scooping shape at the back. So it's very hard to get the 3M tape to fully seat. So you have to play around with it a little bit to get it perfect, but it's good. It's nice and tight. And the diffuser, obviously, this car has the AMG package bumpers, so you get those kind of fake air intakes at the back, or I should say air scoops. And I was able to put the C63 style facelift diffuser on it in gloss black. That was also purchased from eBay. I'll see if I can find the exact link to the seller that I purchased from. But I mean, from the back of the car, it looks every bit of a C63. Now, I'm not trying to make a C63 clone. If I was, then I'd be doing C63 style front bumpers and front fenders and such. That's not what I'm trying to do. But I have no problem in fitting that 4 quad tip exhaust diffuser, because it just looks such a massive improvement over the original. Almost like, I don't know how you describe them. They're almost like triangular shaped with like a split down the middle. They're just not a good looking exhaust tip, in my opinion. These just look so much beefier. And I love the AMG style or AMG line bumpers with those little scoops at the side here. I was able to swap out the little fake plastic grille for this gloss black. It's actually a snap-on piece as well. It's not simply a 3M stick-on. It actually has little locating studs at the back, so it does snap into the bumper. The rear trim piece here, which is originally like a factory silver, I bought a brand new one from Mercedes, and I had a local body shop spray that in gloss black. So that's not wrapped, that's actually full painted. And I also swapped out the rear emblem from the chrome to the gloss black as well. And I think that's it for the rear as far as the appearance goes. The spoiler, the rear trim in the center, the AMG emblem, the little air intake scoops, and the C63 style facelift diffuser. You can see here a little bit better. Like I say, the sun is literally right on top of the car, so it does cast some pretty deep shadows around it. I've also mentioned in a previous video that I do have the full Armytrix exhaust. I got the whole cat back. So this is Valvetronic, so you do have little key fobs that come with it so that you can have loud and quiet mode. You can't see here. This is a beautiful looking exhaust, really is. Absolutely mirror finish, stainless steel. So we'll move on to the interior, and this is probably what I'm most proud of on this car. So this car came with the factory, we'll refer to them as sofa style seats, the factory non-performance seats. And ever since I got this car, I'd been wanting to get the performance seats. When I was shopping for this car, I was trying to find one locally that had the performance pack and with the seats that that I wanted, and with the panoramic roof, and with the adaptive headlights, and with the upgraded sound system, and with the mileage that I wanted, and being a one-owner car. There was a list of things that was on my must-have list as far as the options on the car, and in the end I ended up sacrificing the seats and had to add them afterwards, which was not a cheap way of doing it, but that's just the way that it worked out. So I'll open up all the doors here so we can get some sunlight in. I did make a separate YouTube video on this whole interior swap that I did. But this car has a complete factory interior out of a C63S sedan. Very important that it's a sedan because the coupe seats would not fit. You know, the rear bench is entirely different, and also the seats are different because the coupe does not have the provision for the seat belts to attach at the bottom. Instead, it attaches to the inside of the B-pillar. So even the front seats are specific to the sedan. And I have modified it as well. You'll notice straight off the bat that steering wheel is not original. But let's go in and we'll just talk about it a little bit. So these are the two-tone performance seats. As you can see, there are red perforated leather centers with the black outers and the red stitching. Same for the door panels. You get those really nice red leather stripes through the center. And the trim, which was originally kind of a wood finish, I had a company wrap these in real carbon fiber. So these are factory Mercedes parts that have been overlay in real carbon. So they're not a cheap stick on, these are complete replacement parts. So you do have to take the door panel off to swap them out. But the fit and finish is as good as factory. Nice and clean edges around all of the buttons and around the speaker. And these were all supplied by a company called Beith Performance Parts. I'll link them in the description. These were custom ordered. It wasn't something they had on the website. They do sell Mercedes carbon steering wheels, and they're able to make pretty much any other interior trim that you would like to complement the steering wheel. So just inquire on their website if you're interested. They also did my steering wheel, which is a factory AMG wheel, which has been completely redone in red leather side grips. All of the button trims have been redone in carbon fiber, as you can see here. And the paddle shifters these aren't stick-on, these are actually complete replacement pieces. They're modified original AMG paddle shifters. And the airbag, because they don't sell airbags, I guess for safety reasons they don't sell airbags, but this is actually purchased from eBay. It was an original Mercedes airbag, and I thought, why not? I need the red stitching on there, it looked great. The center console is actually factory Mercedes. This is from a C63S sedan. It does have the ambient lighting package, and the vents are actually custom made in carbon fiber as well. These are also by Beith Performance Parts. So the whole thing is in full carbon in the center, which I think looks so good against the carbon fiber door trims. This car does have the upgraded Burmester sound system, so we do have those additional kind of little tweeter speakers in the back. I think this is probably my favorite view, is just the hard shell backs to the seats. I love looking at the profile of them. They look so good. But I mean, that's a nice place to be right there. That back with all the carbon fiber on the door, and looking forward into the back of those seats. That's pretty sweet. Again, this is all from the same car. I got the whole interior from one vehicle. So yeah, that's my full interior swap, and I honestly can't put into words how much it's changed the car doing that full interior swap. It took it from the regular sedan, kind of a very tame black interior, to this crazy wild bright red and carbon fiber interior. It's just absolutely game changer for this car. Would have spent the money in a heartbeat to do the same thing again. Yep, there we go. So I think that covers it. I think that's the mods as of right now. Most of the time I do have a strong interest in detailing, so this car does get thoroughly detailed every other week, so I probably will make some detailing videos coming up, you know, kind of maybe try some new products. I think maintaining the car is just as much fun as modifying it, you know, just getting it looking as good as it can. And like I said, I just used that Grille's 3-in-1 ceramic spray wax just a couple days ago, so I'm really interested to see how it holds up. I had seen some YouTube videos doing kind of torture testing to see how long some of these spray-on waxes and sealants last, and the Grille's spray-on 3-in-1 ceramic wax was the clear winner. It was like 3 months and still going strong, so we'll see. Hopefully it keeps the car looking great for months to come. So that's it, we'll round the video out there. I think that's all the modifications as of right now. The engine is completely bone stock, the car is not tuned. However, it is something that I have been researching. I have been looking at Rentec and WiseTech. I do want to go with one of the kind of the big Mercedes aftermarket tuners. That's who I'm kind of swaying towards at this point. I know AMR do tunes. I know there's a couple of aftermarket companies that do them, but I'm probably going to go with Rentec or WiseTech. So that will be in the future. I'm not rushing to tune the car. It's still plenty quick enough for now. So there we go. Thank you all for watching. Really appreciate you tuning in. I'll have some more videos coming soon. I have more parts coming as we continue to add to the build. All right, thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you later.